Welcome to the show before the show, where I check to make sure everything is working. I think we got everything out of the way. I'm joined again by Mikey. Hey, Mikey.
Hello, how's it going?
Yeah, it's going really well, man. This has been a good week. I literally have been just snapping up so many cards for One Piece, specifically from OPO1. It's a set I missed, and there's a lot of bulk, rare, common, and uncommon that I just am lacking because I didn't jump into that set. So literally I've been making a bunch of orders on just some of the cheaper play sets that I think might see play in the near future. And hopefully, my speculative buying will pay off. But, whether it does or not, it's like a couple dollars here and there, and it's not so bad. But alongside that, I bought a lot of purple cards because I'm not really playing any purple list. Up until recently, I did manage to make a Magellan that I find very effective, and I will actually be playing it into OPO3. So that is my fourth deck. I'm very excited to have that in. Yeah. But how have you been, man?
I've been good, just chilling out right now. I'm in Chicago, and then I leave for Milwaukee in a couple days. Going to go to one of my friends who opened up a game store. They're running a little tournament for Commander, so I'm going to check that out.
Oh, no kidding.
And then next weekend, I'm going to be in LA because I'm running my own Commander event.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So,
Feel
a
free
lot of
to,
stuff, a lot of traveling going on.
feel free to plug it. What's the event? Is this public? I'm assuming it's public now.
Yeah, it's all public. The event is called Cash Cards Unlimited. It's with Cassius Marsh, who used to play in the NFL. He's helping put on an event, and then the group which I started called Eminence Gaming, we're doing the TOing, providing judges, and all that kind of good stuff for it. So I'm going to be off in LA helping with that in a week, and yeah, it should be good. Right now we're up to about 70 people signed up. There's a Twister on the line for first place, so
Oh, wow.
we'll see what happens. Yeah, the entry ticket was a little bit expensive at $200, but there's definitely very high stakes because like Twister is in first place and they do prizing payout all the way to top 32. Like if you top 32, you get a set booster box. So pretty reasonable for the price ticket. But yeah, so I have that going on. I'm going to be seeing a bunch of friends this weekend, and then I'm going to be seeing a bunch of other friends the following weekend when I'm in LA.
Oh, that's awesome, dude. Yeah, that sounds like a really fun time. I didn't know he was retired, Cassius. I guess that makes sense. I feel like I've seen him pop up on my TikTok opening boxes of Magic.
Yeah. Yeah, he's been doing a lot of the stuff for his game store. I don't think he's retired yet. I think right now he's like a free agent. I know he's had some he's had some medical issues and things just from like head injuries and such. So I think right now he's on break. But yeah, so he's opened up a game store in the LA area, and it's been pretty cool for him. Like he has a bunch of really cool product, a lot of good singles, and definitely excited for the event. I think it'll be a good time.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Yeah, I know he was into Magic, and I feel like I caught wind that he opened up a game store too, but that should be fun for you guys. And hopefully it's successful, and good luck with all of that. I think we're pretty much officially ready to start. Hello, everyone joining the stream. This is King of the Pirates. We're not playing any Magic on here today, but hopefully in the future we'll be getting some Commander games going over on Spell Table as well. It is a goal to have weekly gameplay for that game as well. I myself am participating in a tournament come June 18th, so you might see me play some Blue Farm on here. Alex is letting me borrow his deck. I know. I've been pretty successful with it, but I gotta say, it's not hard to be successful. I feel like it's mostly autopilot, but it's an enjoyable experience. Huh?
It's 4-color soup with a bunch of good cards.
Yeah, I gotta say, every time I've had a tutor in that deck in that game, because I'm referencing Magic here, I've always gone for Mystic Remora, and it's always paid off.
That sounds right.
Yeah, it's just grossly effective, dude. But at any rate, let's jump into this one. Hi, I'm Patrick Marlette, your local game guy. Today I'm joined by Mikey on this episode of King of the Pirates. And what this is a one-on-one dual best of 3, so not Swiss or single elimination style, for the OPTCG One Piece trading card game. Hey, Mikey, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Excellent, because I'm getting to play Doffy today. So, speaking of missing out on set 1, I did not get to jump in on Doffy or Don Quixote Doflamingo when he was initially spoiled, but I got to fight someone on the... I'll switch it to our main screen here so you can check them out. But I battled someone on Sim, and I did a couple of matches with him as he was playing Doffy, and I realized just how fun that playstyle seemed. I do not have that many reps in with this list, but I have played it enough to know what I want to see from the deck. I gotta say, you know, one of the core cards, or what people believe is a core card for the list, is called Jinbei. There's a 4-drop Jinbei that's a promotional card, hard to get your hands on, and expensive due to that. That could easily slip into the list, but this list does not have that. As a matter of fact, if you want to check out the full list, you can see it in the link in the description. Mikey's list I'll actually toss up there soon. I forgot to put your deck there, but you'll be playing Kid, if I'm not mistaken.
That is correct. Eustace Captain Kid. Another set 1 deck. He's actually one of the starter decks that first came out with the game. And my deck is pretty much entirely all set 1 cards, except for one of my 2K counters, which could be a Beppo. It's just I found this carrot first, so I'm running that instead of the Beppo. But this deck is completely set 1 cards, and it's extremely powerful. This is something a few of my friends and I have been working on, where we've been doing a few different versions. This one that I'm doing is a little bit more aggressive. We have someone who's doing a little bit more of a control-y deck, and then we have the third person who's kind of doing one in the middle. So we're playing all these different versions, and we're going to kind of regroup in a couple weeks, since we think that we're going to be bringing Kid to our next regional, which is going to be mid-June in Columbus. So we're all just getting our testing in, and we just think that people are kind of been sleeping on this. The double swing is super good, and we're very happy with all 3 versions, and I'm curious what the final list will look like after we all get some more testing in.
Nice, yeah. So which version or iteration are you on? This is version 3, you said?
This is the one that's a little bit more aggressive. So I'm on one that's more aggressive and just trying to do damage. So I'm running like this guy. He's an Anthem effect for all my stuff. If he has a Dawn on him and he's rested, all my other Supernovas get plus a K. There's someone who's on a little bit more of a control-y deck, which is more defensive. It's running like Okikus and that kind of stuff. So it's just trying to control the board and then basically one-shot people with the double tacking Yamato. And then the one that's in the middle, it's got, it's just the middle ground. So it's
got you. But this particular brew is going to be on Bonnie then and Supernovas.
Yeah, this is exclusively Supernovas. There's no Lanawanos in here.
Okay.
Except for Izo,
yeah,
but that's just because it's a 2K. But there's no Kikus or anything like that.
Right, but Izo just slips in there very easily. Also, it's just a great tap down effect, so you got it if you need it. But on that note, we should see who goes first, I think. Same thing as last time. I'll roll the left die for you, right die for me. You want high or low? Oh, Mikey, you still there with me? Oh, Mike's high or low? High or low? Oh, can't hear me. We're gonna do the high or low right here. Wait.
4.
Here, I'm gonna check it on Mikey for 1 second. I don't know if you can hear me or not. His headset died. Gotcha. We'll re-roll in a second, but I just want to make sure my guy is able to chat with us. So I'm going to keep this open. We're doing all of our voice on Discord. Okay, where are we? At any rate, thanks again, guys, for joining me on the stream. We're going to start up in just a second. Mikey's headset died, so we're going to give him a moment to get that set back up, which it might be now. And then we'll do a proper roll to see who goes first. Or Mikey might just be... You there, Mikey?
Hey, I'm back. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you all right.
Alright, there we go. Yeah, my Bluetooth headset just died on me randomly, so apologize for that. But I am here. Also, I rolled a 4.
Off of 2 dice or 1 die?
I rolled 1 twice, and I got a 1 and a 3.
You rolled 1 die twice? Okay, I'll roll 2 dice once.
Okay.
And I got a 6. All right.
Nice.
Yeah, I think I'll start. As a matter of fact, I really need to deorganize this deck, so let me go ahead and just pile shuffle this really quick while we're here. Yeah, so it's interesting. Doffy's strategy, if you haven't played this leader before, he's basically just pouring out cards from the top of your deck. And the version I had prior, had such a quantity of 7 warlords characters that I could just dump, that generally speaking I didn't really even have to do top deck manipulation. I kind of just knew I was going to hit something, and 9 times out of 10 I would, and that was fine. But this current version I'm playing with is getting to manipulate some Pacifista. So there's a minor Pacifista package here, and you'll notice these as I'm going through are the Pacifistas. As I mentioned off the top, I've been purchasing a lot of singles that I was just missing, and TCG Player has been great. Most of the orders have come in, but some sellers have not. The package with the Pacifista, 3 weeks have gone by, nothing yet. So I'm just gonna have to proxy these ones for now. But they're 4-drops that are 5k blockers, no counter power, so get used to that. And there's also another set of Pacifista that come in the starter kits. I have those. You can have up to as many as you want of the blocker Pacifista, but the 4 for 6 1k counters, you're limited to 4. Personally speaking, I prefer the blockers. They just allow you to dictate what stays on board in most instances. Pending removal or, some sort of tap down effect. But I like the kind of control you get with them. I mean, I stomped Zoro the other day with it, so that's good. Actually, this morning. I was playing this morning. All right. But yeah, I will go first, and after I get this properly shuffled, I think I'll be officially good to go.
Nice.
Are you keeping your starting hand?
Yeah, I mulliganed once and didn't like what I saw, so here we are. We're stuck with this one.
Nice. That's what I want to hear. That's what I want to hear. Yeah, I've tried Huh?
I said it's not the best, but it functions.
So I've tried a version of Kid. I've tried to make Kid functional. I find, I don't know, I've just slammed a lot of blockers, a lot of low cost cards, and then I've relied on tap down or just tap down really to get the ball rolling on discarding and just double swinging on people with a Kid that's like fully donned up and just leaving out a bunch of weak blockers to keep my life intact. That's sort of where I landed. I need to do a few revisions on my own deck, but I wouldn't say it was necessarily my playstyle. Oh, hey.
Yeah, this one has all those low to the ground blockers too, but I'm just trying to, for the most part, it's a lot of double swinging with Kid to close out.
Okay, we're gonna mull this. Was it keepable? You're looking for 1 of 8 cards. You're looking for either 1-drop Perona or 1-drop Doffy. Ideally Perona. She's just a little bit more flexible with what you're doing. The only thing that can really mess up your top deck manipulation are your own draw effects, so just be mindful. If you're using, I think it's called Love Beam, or if you're using Boa Hancock herself, just be mindful of how you stack up your deck, because I've definitely messed that up a handful of times. But let me do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we are going to just have to keep whatever I have. See if it's any good. Nice. Okay. So, without further ado, yeah, this works. Cool. We're gonna dawn up. Tap here. Play a Doflamingo. I'll look at the top 3. And then I will pass. So look at the top 3. You can top them or bottom them. And you also just get a... yeah, we'll do this. We'll keep this. You also just get a lovely 1 for 2.
Yeah, and what's the effect on that one too? It's like when it attacks, you can kill something.
Right. So it's really gross against Trafalgar Law or Zoro or any player that's running a lot of low cost characters. So basically you may trash a card from your hand if you've donned them up once, and on the attack place up to one of your opponent's characters with the cost of 1 or less at the bottom of their deck. So I guess for you it's just going to be your 1-drop blockers are going to get bottomed if you know he stays, which is pretty effective. And I'll pass.
Yep. I'll play a killer for turn and I'm all set.
Okay, so you're safe.
Yeah, that's why I was asking, because I knew it like bottomed low cost stuff, but I wasn't sure if it was 1 or 2.
Gotcha.
Needed to double check before I put something on the board and look like an idiot.
I get you. Yeah, I mean, it's even if you did, you got to play the game, right? And it's maybe a little too soon to start just dropping cards from hand, but who knows? I'll Dawn up twice here with Doflamingo, and I will attack. On the attack, yes, I will. I will spend 1 Dawn to reveal Boa Hancock, and I'll put Boa Hancock into play. So she's a 4 for 5 blocker, and this is going to lead here.
Yep, and I will take the damage, no trigger.
Cool. And with that, I'll go ahead and pass.
Alright. Unrest.
Well, hello, Wigan King. Thanks for catching the live. Hopefully you enjoy the gameplay. And part of this live experience for King of the Pirates is giving you guys an opportunity to chat with us and talk about our gameplay. Well, round after round. This is going to be a best of 3 style.
Let's go 7 at your boa.
7 at my boa. Man, I really like her. I really do, though. Okay, yeah, this is how much I like her. We're going to drop 3k power to keep her around.
Okay. I'm going to play a Bonnie. And I'll activate my Bonnie.
Love it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We will add. I'll add another Bonnie.
Okay, Bonnie for a Bonnie. And cards in hand after that?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards.
Cool.
And it'll be your go.
Sounds good to me. Okay. Let's refresh here. Go one more done. One more done. I feel like I know what's on the top of my deck. Love it. That's exactly what we want to see. Yeah, let's just go ahead and play it out. We'll put another Doflamingo into play with the top 3. Interesting. Huh. Sure, we'll organize it like this. Well, that's if I want to keep this. I think I do mostly. Yeah, I think I do. Okay. So let's go ahead and Dawn up Boa. Question is, do I want to swing at you? Let me see your board again. It's always hard to make out your board. There we are.
Killer, Bonnie, Kid, going up to 6 Dawn.
Mm-hmm. All right, so let's go ahead and Dawn up twice here. We'll attack. I'll use the ability, and I'll reveal a Gecko Moria. You do have a limit of 5 characters, so I'm gonna have to stop at some second. But I can get another Gecko from my grave to my hand, or I guess my discard pile. So that's going to face unless you want to use your blocker.
I do not.
Cool. Let's go ahead and swing Doflamingo. This is going to go at your Bonnie.
Also, you can't add Gecko with Gecko, by the way.
Oh, that's right. You're so right. Well, we have a body on the field.
There you go.
But Bonnie.
Yep. Counter 2, right? It's a 2k? Yeah, we'll bring her up to 3.
Okay. We'll swing another Flamingo at Bonnie.
I'll counter another 2.
Another 2. Cool. I'll swing a Boa at Bonnie. And because I have, well, certainly less than 5 cards, I'll draw for turn.
We'll block.
Okay, and with that, I'll pass. Wigan says Doffy's playstyle reminds me of Miracle's deck from MTG. Kind of, yeah. Yeah, I get that.
Eat a Gecko.
8 at my Gecko. Yeah. 8 at my Gecko. 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 8 at my Gec
I'll use Kid Effect. I'll pitch a Punk. I'm gonna swing an 8 at Boa.
Right. It's 3 to use the effect, right? So you're tapped out.
Yep.
Cool. Another 8 at Boa. This one she can eat.
Okay. And then your go.
Okay. Okay. Tap here. Tap here. I need to move my deck. Okay, draw for turn. Should know what it is. Huh. Go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Sure, let's just try it out. See if we hit anything. We'll go 2 on Doffy, use his ability. I'll reveal the top, and the top is a Doflamingo blocker. So we get the blocker. And I get to look at the top 5. This is obviously going to face. I'll look at the top 5. Are you going to take the... well, I guess you'll have to tell me after. But you take it?
Yeah, I'll take the hit.
You want to take it. All right. Let's see if I top or bottom this. Well, it's pretty good. So I think we're going to keep it on top. Let's go 1, 2.
Also, your Buffy comes in arrested, by the way.
Right. We'll do that. 1, 2. We're going to buckle our shoe here. Draw that one. Play that one. Right, so we've got options for play here. Yeah, we do want to keep this on top. Let me just look at my hand really quick. And I should know what I want to do here. Because you got a really buff boy swinging at me, right? All right. Yeah, we'll put this on top. Just like this. Just like this. Okay. Yeah, it's like miracles, but then a lot more mental math. So let's go ahead and swing. Donning this Doffy up.
Yep.
And I think we're going to trash. Let's see here. Yeah, you've only got 1 Bonnie down. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, we'll swing a 3K at you. Right, obviously this isn't going to do anything, but I can trash a card from my hand to kill said character. So we're going to trash a Pacifista.
All right.
And I think with that, I'll go ahead and pass.
Okay.
But yeah, Wigan, it's interesting. I haven't really considered playing. I haven't played Miracles outside of a handful of them in Commander, but like very niche situations. I've never actually played a Miracle deck. But the strategy is clearly sound.
Play a Bonnie, activate a Bonnie.
Right. Which Supernova? Okay.
He's a killer.
Killer. Yeah, that's better. Also, is the other one a Supernova or no?
No, the other one was not. That's why I had to...
Got you.
Let's go 6 at the Doflamingo blocker.
6 at the Doe blocker. All right, and you're presenting 5 here. Cool. Right, so here's the trick. We're gonna do just 2 Dawn to play Love Mellow. We're gonna give that blocker 4K, so it'll be over. I have 3 or less cards in hand, so I'll draw a top.
Sure.
And I leave it to you.
I'll play 5 drop law. I'll bounce my Bonnie, and I'll put into play that killer you saw.
Cool. And cards in hand at this point?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Nice.
It'll be your go.
Sure. I'll take my turn. Okay. Boop. Boop. Yeah, Doffy's a fun strategy. I gotta say, it's almost a little too much mental math for me. Like too much thought involved. in this particular list, but it is fun to navigate and play, honestly. All right, so I think this turn sort of spelled itself out for me here. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Love Mellow got to be one of the best event cards in the game right now. I will agree. It allows you to counter aggressively and keep a flush hand still by replacing itself. It's definitely one of the better 4K events. I can say that much. Let's go ahead and play. We've got, what, 9 Dawn here? Sure. I'll play Dracul Mihawk.
Oh, okay. That's pretty good.
That is pretty good. So we're going to target, obviously, the 5 drop.
Yeah.
My opponent knew.
I was just picking that up already for you, bud.
Right, thanks, man. And we're going to swing with our leader. Lead to face.
We'll counter 1.
Counter 1. I just want to see what you discarded.
The restand law.
Got you. Thank you. Yeah, it's funny. The way you guys are viewing it, like how minuscule his board is on the top left, that's how big it is for me. So it's just hard for me to see what these counters are sometimes. I think with that, though, we can officially pass. Yeah, dude, Love Mellow is really gross. I'm trying to think of a 2 for 4K power that competes.
I'll swing 5 at you.
5 to lead, you say?
Mm-hmm.
I'm all tapped out. Sure. We're gonna drop. Let me look at my graveyard really quick. Right. Okay, we'll drop a 2K. Bentham.
Okay.
And 3 cards in hand with that.
Play 8-drop Kid.
Okay.
We'll don him. Use his effect. I'm gonna put into play a Sachi.
Cool.
And then it's your go.
Sounds good. Right. Yeah, that's not too dissimilar to what I guess my build was doing. Like, my top end is 8-drop Kid too. He's just really effective.
It's just the best bomb in green.
Oh, like 100%. Obviously, you know, Odin's great as well, but that's for a particular list. I would say that obviously Kid is better here. Right, drop. Interesting. Okay, let me just assess your board really quick. I know what my next card is, so what do we want to do here? Right, so I have to swing into the 8 cost Kid. Cards in hand, by the way?
5.
5 cards. That's not bad. It's actually pretty good. Alright, so we're going to kill some blockers, I think is what's going to happen here. That's all that can happen. None of them cost 1, sadly. I know you have 2 Bonnies in hand, so there's that. Are they 1Ks? 1K counters?
They are both 1Ks, yes.
Cool. Okay, so at least we know that's there. Sure. Okay. All right. I think to start off the festivities, we're going to go ahead and play Perona. Let's dig a little bit deeper, see if we can't find something better to play with.
Sure.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right. Yeah, we don't want that. I honestly want to bottom this. We'll see. That's okay for this turn, though. Right. Let's see here. Yeah, before we commit to that, that should be good. All right, so we've got plenty of Dawn to play with, and we need to get through 2 blockers and hit an 8K. So let's just go ahead and start by, you've got a 1 Dawn up, is that right? What is it?
Yep, 1 Dawn, then those 2 blockers.
All right. 7. Alright, we just played the Perono. I'll keep her off to the side. I think we'll just start by do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's aggressive. Ooh. Screw it. Whatever happens, happens. I'll just swing that, obviously, at kid.
9, we'll counter with a 2K.
Sounds good. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 6. We're gonna make this Doffy an 8K. We'll swing that at kid.
I'll counter 1.
Counter 1, he says. Okay, okay. And let's see here. I honestly think that's all we really want to do here. I can't just run a 7K at him, can I? I mean, I guess I could.
You could.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's if I really want the card off the top of my deck here. Mm-hmm. Which, to be perfectly honest, isn't, like, horrible. But I think we'll pass.
Okay.
Right, so Red Gamer says Shockwave and Red Hawk are pretty good 4K counters. I agree. I actually really like Red Hawk. Shockwave, less so. The fact that they have to be active really hurts that one, and you can really read into it because it's the only thing Black is doing with 2 Dawn open. But otherwise, it's good. You know what I mean? Like, it's not bad because of that. Maybe it's more effective in GARP because GARP has better events or other events to play. But yeah, I see you activating Bonnie.
Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll add. I'll add a 2K.
Okay.
And then. 4. Let's swing 12 at your 9 Hawk.
12 at 9 Hawk. 12 at 9 Hawk, he says. Okay. We'll use Love Love Mellow here. Mm-hmm. And I have 2 or less in hand, so let's draw up.
Okay. Go another 9 at it.
And how much Dawn do you have open?
0 after that.
0 Dawn open. Interesting. Sure. Let's see here. I'll ditch this gecko.
Okay, here you go.
Nice. Okay. I will retrieve my Dawn. Yep. Yep. Okay. Honestly, forget what's on top. Thinking of 2K counters, or 2 for 4Ks caught me off guard. But I think the choices are fairly obvious here. What did you grabbed a 2K with the Bonnie? Right, okay.
Yeah, scratch me in a poo.
That's not bad. That's not bad. I think we want to do this. Got 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Only have so much to play with. Okay. We'll Dawn up Dracul, Mr. Mihawk, and we'll swing a 10K at your kid. 8 drop kid.
10K. We'll counter to 11.
Okay. It's crazy how 8 drop just stabilizes the board into a turtle game. Yeah, hardest part of Doffy is trying to remember everything. Seriously. Yeah, it's funny how 8 drops do that. Like this specific 8 drop, but you just need to burn through his hand, so I think we're getting there. Slow but surely. Very slow. Very slow. But surely. I don't really think I want to play what's on top of my deck. I think I would rather just ream you more. So how do I divvy this up? We've got this boy that can attack for 8. That's not so bad. Sure. We'll don up my blocker, Doffy, and I'll swing again at your 8-drop.
Okay, block.
Sure, sure. I will play out a Boa Hancock, and I will get rid of the Perona. I'll put Boa off to the side there, and I'll use my last Dawn to Dawn her up.
Okay. Sounds good.
Right, and with that, I'll pass.
Okay. How many cards are in your hand now?
Just 2.
2. Let's spin the Bonnie. 3, 4, 5. I'll add a killer. And we will play said killer. That will kill your rested Doffy. Yep. Let's go 12 at Mihawk.
12 at Mr. Mayhawk. All right, Boa. I love you. I love you, but you gotta go. We're gonna draw off of that, but I'll clear the board first.
And then 5k at you.
5k to lead. You know what? This will be my first damage, and I want it, so I'll take it. Oh, good.
Euro.
Okay, cards in hand with that?
3.
3 cards in hand. All right. Was I hoping to hit another Mihawk? Maybe. The way this board is right now, I could probably use him. We're gonna have to kill that 8-drop kid at some point. But let's go ahead, draw for turn. For starters, we're gonna play another Perona. Look at the top 5. Now I'll tell you what I really want. Jeez. Do I just ship these to get there? Maybe I do. Yeah, that's fine. We'll do this. Draw that, play that. Okay, cool. Put them on top like so. All right, just make sure I'm not messing that order up. Cool. All right, so 8-drop kid is sideways currently, so we will have to contend with that. You only have 1 blocker to sandbag with, so let's go ahead and I don't know what the 2, like Punk Gibson, you can tap down a 4-drop, right? Is that what it is?
That is what that does.
All right, okay. Yeah, I don't remember the green events as well as I should, but I think that's the only one that's hyper relevant here. And then there's like some 1-drop events that he could be running. Sure. I think 10k. Yeah, I might as well force the situation here. We're gonna swing the Dracul Mihawk at the 8-drop kid.
I'll block with Sachi.
Block with Mr. Shachi. Okay. So we've got options. That's nice. All right, with the blocker gone, let's just swing a 2k Doffy at your Bonnie.
You have to still swing at kid.
Oh, that's so true. Oh, I keep forgetting. I keep forgetting because it's not that I wanted to swing that way. It's that I had to swing that way. Right. Okay. That changes things. I mean, we could just dawn him up and do the same thing, I suppose. But what I want to do is not that. So let's go ahead. Just do. He's 8k. So this is 3, 8. Sorry, you probably want to say my board for this. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 8. This gets me over the hump, right? Sure. All right, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 puts me at 12K, and I just want to make sure that's 14 over, a good 14 over. Sure, yeah, we're gonna swing a 13K at you, or 12K at you. I'm sorry.
Will Punk Gibson rest one of those Doflamingos, and then I'll pitch a 1K.
Cool. All right, folks, we're working through the hand. It's good. There's progress. All right, so we're gonna dawn up the Doffy. This is what I was talking about. We'll swing the Doffy. I do need to discard a card, but yes, the only target I can hit is Bonnie, so we will bin her, or rather bottom her. For myself, I'm just gonna get rid of this 1-drop Doffy, same as the others. But with that, I'll go ahead and pass.
Let's swing 3 at one of the little Doflamingos.
With the mini Doflamingos. Sure, I'll get rid of the one that has Dawn on it. Yeah.
And I'm gonna play a Law. I'll pick this up, replay it, we'll kill the other one.
Sure.
And then let's swing 10 at the Mihawk.
10 at the Mihawk.
Oh, excuse me, 11 at Mihawk.
11 at Mihawk, he says. Sure, I'll drop 2 4Ks.
Okay, 5 at you.
And 5 to lead, I will graciously accept.
Alright, here you go.
Alright, so we only have 1 blocker to contend with now. And cards in hand?
1 blocker and 1 card in hand.
1 blocker, 1 card in hand. Alright. And a tapped down kid, so we gotta swing that way anyways. Alright, what are the odds it's another Punk Gibson? I suppose we'll find out. But let's go ahead and untap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This might be a very long best of 3. Cool. And again, I'd mapped this out differently in my head. We might just be swinging with a really big Perona here, though. All right, so we got to get over a 6K. Sure.
Yep.
And then hit an 8K. So Perona needs to be an 8K. 2, 4, 6. That's Perona. 1, 2, 3. That's Flamingo. Right? Sure. We're going to put 6 Dawn on Perona. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, just to confirm. We'll swing Perona squarely at Kid.
We'll Punk Gibson.
Sure. Okay. And you know what? I totally don't remember what's on top, so let's just go for it. We're going to go Dawn up, this Doffy, swinging for 8 at Kid. We'll use his ability. I'm just going to go ahead and look. It's a blocker Doffy. Thank God. We're going to look at the top 3. 1, 2, 3. Right, yep, as I recall. Not great. We're order it this way. I suppose I can bottom these, but nah, screw it. We'll keep it.
Yep.
Right, and let me just double check that's the order I want. I think it is. Yeah, that's definitely the order I want. All right, and we're going to swing a Mihawk, this time at the other Kid.
Sorry, yep, I take that. No trigger.
All right, and after, I'll pass to you. Slowly but surely, 2 grindy decks. Yep. Yeah, yes. You're correct. Very grindy decks. This is kind of where Kid's going to shine, though, I think. Like he's, got nothing else to lose, so swing the hell out of his turn.
We'll play a Bonnie and activate. 3, 5. play law, do the bouncy thing.
You just want to.
We're gonna kill the blocker though.
Right.
Yeah.
Not that there weren't options.
We'll swing 5 at Perona.
Just 5 at my Perona. Sure, that's fine.
I'll swing 8 at you.
And 8 to lead. I will again graciously accept the damage.
And then we'll play another blocker. Here
Nice. Ooh, yes, my favorite. Blockers. Blocker soup. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see. Okay, draw for turn. All right. So, got a Bonnie that needs killing. We've got 2 blockers to get through. We're probably not going to get to the Bonnie. If I'm being honest with you guys. Okay, so we'll do 1, 2 on Doffy here. And I think we're going to swing this one just probably at the Bonnie and accept whatever fate comes our way. You have 1 card in hand?
I have no cards in hand.
Oh, yeah, screw that. Yeah, we're just going to go straight for the Bonnie at this point. We will activate him on the swing and reveal, lo and behold, a Dracul Mihawk.
Yeah, Bonnie can die.
Cool. Right. Don't want any more of that shit. She gets old. Of all the cards, I gotta say Bonnie's the worst to contend with. Like
the value.
That's too much value. Let's go ahead and play out a Boa Hancock. I'll don her up. I'll swing Dracul Mihawk. This one's gonna go at blocker law. Yeah, that's a good call.
I'll block with beige.
Yeah, makes sense. And I will pass.
Alright. That's a fun one.
And by the way, if you're joining the stream, thanks for watching, guys. This has been a very long game 1. I think we would have went to time ages ago.
You have 3 cards in...
I have exactly 4 cards in hand.
4 cards. 5k at you.
5k to lead, he says. Huh. And I've got just 2 life left here, so interesting predicament. Yeah, I think I'll take this one.
Okay, so you have 1 life left.
Yeah.
10k at you.
10k, he says. Alright, so here, I'm just going to go ahead and block with a Boa Hancock. She will die in the exchange. And let me go ahead and draw a card for that. Oh, no, wait. Ho. I don't get to draw off of this unless I... Nah, it's okay. We don't need to draw. We'll just block.
I'll discard 8-drop kid, restand 10k at lead.
Okay, another 10k at lead. Let's go ahead and drop 2k counter. So he's at 7, and then we'll use a Love Mellow. So he's at 11.
And you have 2 cards left.
It's actually 4 cards left.
Okay. Whatever. Let's see what happens. 6k.
6k at lead. I'll have to take this one.
6.
And I very fortunately drew 2 1Ks.
Wow. So that's so annoying. Alright. I die. You're go.
Okay. Well, you don't know.
I mean, I have 1 life.
Actually, yeah. Well, actually, do you want to see Do you want to see what my hand is? I'll show you what my hand is. I have 3 Pacifista. Because my Bart and my Centimaru were in my life there. Or, well, you know. Actually, yeah, both of them were there. So, and I drew, this was the other card on, well, I'm going to draw for turn. But there's another Pacifista on top, so. All right, well, we don't have too much to do here except attack you. You have no cards in hand, right?
Yeah, so you just do the free 5, and then you just put a million on Mihawk, and it works.
Right,
And you
gotcha.
do 5/5/9. That also works when I only have 1 card.
GG. Right, so this was very this was pretty deterministic, so that's why Mikey's shuffling up so he can get going on the next game. Guys, that was a very long one. We'll do best of 3 like promised, unless one of us like dies from old age, but we'll see. Normally when you were at that tournament, when it goes to rounds, does the person with the most life win? How does that work out? I actually don't know.
Well, it goes to time, and then you have 5 minutes or 3 turns, starting with active player being 0.
Mm-hmm.
And then if that goes, then it's like most life, characters on board, cards in hand, and then cards left in deck. Like all the checks. There's so many checks that if everything matches up, you both get disqualified.
Really?
Yeah, there's no draws. Because the only way that happens is that the entire game, neither of you did anything.
You know, it's funny, like, we were both committed to that game. I don't think either of us wanted to get knocked out. And
yeah, like, I could have played a little safer and just done like big double swing and then lift up my 2 blockers, but I was feeling pretty good that you didn't have the counter power, but you had just enough.
Well, honestly, again, I was holding 3 of those blocker Pacifista, which is horrible. There's 6 in the deck, but it's just them and Dracul Mihawk, the 9-cost one. So everything else has counter power. You really just want to cheat them out with Centimaru, though. Like, you don't ever want to pull them unless you're holding Bart, and then obviously you would make it so that you top deck it. Mm-hmm. You play out Bart, there's a tapped Bart, they swing into your Bart, oh, lo and behold, you have, your Pacifista. It's a weird package, and it's a very minor one in this deck, but when the engine gets going, it's very good. And I say when the engine gets going, really, if you play Centimaru out, it's just her being there. And if you have other blockers, she just sticks around unless they're able to just blast her. Okay, I wonder if he has a 7-drop kid. I don't know. Are you running 7-drop kid in there?
I am not in this version. I'm thinking about possibly trying it. I also think, like, one card through my testing that I haven't liked is the restand law at all. I'm thinking that this is going to come out for either 7-drop kid or Hawkins. It's one of those 2. I have not decided yet, but that is a swap I am thinking about. Everything else has felt very good in the deck.
And there's no 7-drop kids right now. That's just the blocker that restands, right?
Yes.
Right. Cool. Yeah,
it has, like, if it has a Dawn.
Honestly, that's probably, like, if you just keep those blockers alive, like it and the 8-drop kid, then you just have free reign to swing. Are you going to go first, I'm assuming?
Oh, no, I want to go second.
You're going to go second? Okay. Yeah, I don't know proper order for kid players, whether they want to go first or last. Also, blocker Doffy is look at the top 5. You're so right. I think I was just thinking of the other Doffy at that moment, but...
Oh, you were doing top 3 by accident?
Right, that's okay. I think it was just that last time I did top 3 instead. Leader Kid is being able to attack twice is so good for the late game swings. Hell yeah. Seriously. Like what you just witnessed there is aggressive as hell. I've had a game that both players tied in deck. So I guess I'll go first. Let me see. I want to keep this hand. I'm assuming you have everything worked out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Really, it's all fairly simple for this deck. Do I want to keep this hand? Yeah, pretty good. Let me get some life. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make that look a little bit neater. But I think I'm good to go on round 2.
Oh yeah, I am all set.
Good luck, my friend. And thanks again, viewers, for joining us on this one. That was game 1.
Yeah, that game 1 took us the same amount of time as the set last week.
Seriously?
I mean, it's my fault for bringing Kid. Let's be honest.
No, it's my fault for bringing Doffy. Seriously, because this deck is it's really going to do the same thing. It's sandbagging with numbers as opposed to sandbagging with just like really ridiculous strength. 1, 2, 3. So this is the top 3. We're gonna look at these. But yeah, that's the kind of the beauty of playing Doflamingo. Cheating, you kind of want to cheat out every turn, but when it gets to the end game, you're not using the ability as often. It really depends. I think we're gonna orchestrate them. We are gonna keep these on top, and we're gonna orchestrate them like so. Like so. Okay. But with that, I will go ahead and pass.
You just had to have that Doffy again.
Bro.
Oh, rude. You know that?
Yeah.
I'm gonna play a Bonnie and spin a Bonnie.
Play Bonnie, spin a... Yeah, you just had to have the Bonnie. You know, Bonnie's pretty... Oh, you just mean the simple fact that this guy's gonna be nuking shit off the board. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, I kept a hand with Bonnie and this beige. Now I'm like, oh.
Right. Yeah, I'm contemplating whether I swing with him or not. All right.
But yeah, your go. I added this X-Drake to hand.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I want to see that X-Drake played out. So we're gonna go 1, 2, done. Top deck. You know, it's funny. It's always so hard to play Doffy on the sim. I don't know if you guys in the audience play the sim, but for some reason my mind just doesn't know how to work around the order of placement when you're looking at a digital plane. Do you know what I mean? I don't see them in the layers that you're supposed to be stacking them in, and I mess up stacking with Doffy so often. I think that's why I don't practice Doffy that much. It's just really difficult for my mind to work out on the sim. But yeah, maybe that's just a me problem, but it is a very real problem for me. Let's just go ahead and just do this. I'm going to attack the Bonnie.
He did.
She did.
Actually, wait, you're just
you can
attacking.
keep. He's a 2K. Just attacking. You can drop a card.
That's fine.
All right.
You have your swing still. I was
Right.
tempted.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I was like, I'll swing Doflamingo at you. Let's go ahead, activate his ability on the attack, and again, we're gonna swing to lead here. We're gonna reveal a Bart. Bart's gonna come into play tapped, and I didn't see. I assume you took life. Okay, cool. But with that, I'm gonna pass.
All right. I'm done. Draw. 5 at the Doflamingo.
I'm sorry. This is the 2K Doflamingo, right?
Yeah, the little character one.
Right. Yeah, but I still have the 1 in my hand.
And we'll play one of the X-Drakes. Here you go.
All the X-Drakes, he says. All right. And I'm sorry, guys. I'm reading your comments. I've had a game where both people tied. Are anything you guys are excited for in set 3, says Wigan King. And I'll let you start on that topic.
Mostly just the yellow cards. I don't feel like there's too much coming out that really changes the decks I like to play. Like, Ivankov is my favorite deck, and the blue cards coming out, like, there's some new, like, 2Ks that are coming out that are good, but nothing too exciting. The big thing is just adding yellow, and I think the Yamato deck especially seems really cool, in my opinion. It's something I'm very excited to play.
Yeah, I'm not the Yamato yellow deck. You're gonna play that one?
Yeah, I like it more than Katakuri. I think it's a little bit more defensive than Katakuri, and I like the play. I think the play patterns are a little bit more interesting, in my opinion.
Oh, that's dope. Yeah. Here, I'll share my thoughts after I get through my turn, but all I can say is I'm excited for what comes for black. I want brand new. I want Isho. That's all I want. I get you playing Doffy at long tournament has to be taxing on your mind. Yeah. It's turmoil. It's mental. Can't say I enjoy it, but that's okay. We work through. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 cards in hand. Yeah, let's just go ahead and swing Flamingo at you.
Okay.
Okay. We're gonna swing Bard at you.
Sure.
Okay. We are gonna drop a Hancock Donner up.
Okay.
And I'll pass. I don't know how other people feel, but I can firmly say that Bo is like the linchpin to this deck. You keep her around if you can keep her around because you're going to draw a lot. So you do need a Donum for the Anthem effect, is that true?
Yeah, he Dawn and rested, but you rest to attack, so here's 7k coming at your Bartholomew.
On my Bart? We will allow it. So on KO, I'm going to reveal that I, yes, have a Pacifista in my hand. We're going to put down blocker Pacifista.
And then...
And again, I have a stand-in, guys, so if you're wondering what the backwards card is, that's a 4-drop 5k blocker.
We'll swing 8 at you.
Ooh, 8 to face this go-round?
Yep.
Sure, you know, I gotta take some damage this game. I'll take one. Where?
And then I'll play a beige, and here you go.
Sounds good. Yep, yep. Right, so in case you're wondering, he was threatening double attacking into Boa, so I didn't really just want to let that happen. Not necessarily wanting that to happen. I'll draw a card. Okay, that's cool. We've got 3 7 Dawn up. No 7 drops in this deck. But plenty of other good stuff. So do we do this? Or do we do this? This is... Ooh, gosh, I hate both these options. Well, we gotta do something on our turn, right? So let's just start with... a guy that looks at the top 5. This is going to be Doflamingo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see if we keep this. Oh yeah, we'll keep this. We'll put this here. Right. Okay. So this, that, this, that. So. Sure, this looks good. Right, so just like that. Just make sure my order is proper. Right, so if I do this. The arithmetic you have to work through, I swear. It's great, but it's also mind-boggling. Yeah, that's actually what we want to do. We'll just keep it this way and put her here instead. Okay, cool. Cool. Right. Okay. Did I just lie to you? Nah, we'll do it. We'll do what we set up for. All right. We'll Dawn up twice here. We'll Dawn up once here. And let me look at your board really quick. You've got that boy there. Cool. Sure. We're gonna swing Doflamingo at your Anthem. And I'll pay 1 to reveal the top of my deck. It's going to be a Dracomi Hook.
I'll punt Gibson and rest your Boa.
Sounds like a plan. We got punked.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Cards in hand.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Sure. I'll swing this Pacifista at your Anthem.
We'll counter 2.
Cool. And cards in hand from here.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7. Yeah, we'll pass.
Uh, 8 at your Boa.
8 at Miss Boa. You know, I think we're probably okay with it, but let's see here. We'll block with the 3 cost off me. Got a full board to swing at.
9 at Boa.
9 at Boa. Yeah, that seems fair.
For restand, I will pitch this X-Drake. We're going to swing 9 at the blocker Pacifista.
Blocker Fista gone.
And your go.
Okay. Love OPTC. I'm excited for Katakuri to come out. Yeah, I've played a lot of the mono yellow Linlin. I like her a lot. I have played. Let me see here. Oh, cards in hand before I continue.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay. Yeah, there's a lot coming out in set 3 I'm excited for, but it's mostly just revising black for me. I'm excited to just get more stuff in that area. Okay, 7 cards in hand. That's quite a lot. It's quite a lot of cards. Sure. I'm just gonna play a 9-drop Mihawk. We'll bottom the X-Drake. And maybe you've got a 3rd one in hand. We'll see.
He's bottomed.
Consider him bottomed. I'll swinging Doffy at you.
Yep, we'll take it.
Okay, and why the hell not? Let's swing Mihawk at you as well.
Sure.
Okay, and on that note, I will pass. But hey, Mateus, yeah, I'm excited for OPO3. I am loving One Piece TCG. We're playing it for a bit. Sorry, you're attacking?
5 at your Mihawk.
5 at Mr. Mihawk. Sure, I'll use a 1K to keep him around.
Here's Kid. We'll rest him, put in a killer, and then, of course, we'll don my Kid.
Right, yeah, it's an important, like, you can use his effect, but you do need to have Dawn on him to make it so I have to swing at his ass.
Yep.
All right.
And you're...
Sure, and you have 1 Dawn open?
Yep, 1 don open and 8 cards in hand.
8 cards in hand, cool. So let me see here. Pat, what do you think the black staples are from set 2? I'm looking to pick some up. Oh, okay, Waken King. That's a great question. Don't buy 10 drop Kuzin. Don't. Certainly don't buy them at the price I did. And I think when they come down to like $10 to $15, I mean, that might not happen. They're still good, but I wouldn't say that that's a staple. So far as black is concerned, all of the 2Ks are really good. The uncommon Suru, it's funny to mention an uncommon here, but she is very, very good. You'll want to have her in pretty much every blacklist moving forward, so get those, it's cheap. And so far as what I like using, you should probably get a playset of Borsellino. They're essential. It's one of the best blockers in the game. And you should probably get a set of the 4-drop Kobe's. I like them a lot. I think they're very flexible and they're good 1Ks in hand. Yeah, any sort of staples you can think of, Mikey? From black specifically, he was asking.
Yeah, just all the admirals other than the 10-drop Kuzan. They're all going to be good going forward.
Okay.
Like the 4-cost Kuzan that reduces, the Borsellino is pretty insane, and then Sakazuki is just kind of like the best card in black right now, in my opinion.
I like Sokka enough. I would contest that. I think that the 5 for 7 smoker is probably the best thing in black. If you're playing an aggressive strategy, not being able to KO him with effect is amazing. Having double attack if your deck supports it is amazing. He's very potent. But yeah, Sakazuki hits a lot of stuff. It's like the black equivalent to King, right? From OPO1.
Yeah, instead of just going down a Dawn, you discard a card and blow something up.
Right. Yeah, and he hits he hits pretty high, right? He hits a 6 or less.
6 or less, and he's a 7K.
Right, so pretty good stuff there. I think the first thing we're going to do is just play out Sentamaru. Yep.
Uh-huh.
And let's see, we're contending with an 8K. We need this kind of power. We need this for scent. This for scent, this for power. And then I guess Doffy won't be swinging this turn. We'll see. That's if I want to swing with Mihawk here. Sure. And you have no Dawn up, right? Just the 1?
I have 1 Dawn.
Right. Is Paradise Waterfall, is that the one drop? Like you can restand something?
Yep.
4 or less? Or restand anything?
It restand any of my characters. Yeah.
You're not going to do that. Okay. I mean, well, with what you're presenting, I don't think you're going to do it. Sure. Let's just do the thing with Scent. Get that out of the way. We're going to find a Pacifista. I think one of them's like right on top of my deck here, so let's grab that one. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Puts it into play. She technically has a Dawn on her. It's less relevant here, more so relevant if she's attacking, but it's there. All right, I'm going to shuffle up. Gonna want to keep that ass around. All right, so we've got a couple things that can swing at me here, right? Let's get the obvious choice out of the way first. I'll swing Mihawk Dawned. Do I Dawn him up? Let me look at my hand. No, we'll just swing a vanilla Mihawk at your kid, obviously.
Counter 2.
Counter 2. Cool. Right, and I think what we want to do... Cards in hand, Mikey?
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7, right. He's been taking a lot of life this game, so there's a lot to work through here. But to be perfectly honest, I think it's just best if we play another Pacifista and pass.
Okay. All the blockers.
Well, I mean, I gotta match your virtual 3.
Draw.
So that's the thing, though. Eustace Kid is so much better than a blocker. So much better than a blocker.
9 at you.
9 to face. Right. Okay. We've got 4 life here. I'll take the 9.
5.
5 to lead, presumably.
Yep.
Cool. Yeah, we're gonna ditch. Let's see here. I'll let one of these Pacifista die.
Okay. We'll play Law. We'll restand one. We'll restand 8 drop kid. And we'll swing another 9 at you.
The rare 2-cost Garp is good. I actually switch him out, but he is good. It's not like he's bad. Right, okay, so you're swinging another 9k at me. I'm honestly probably okay to take this too. Let's see. Does he, that Law restands anything? Or does it need to be a certain level?
Just Supernovas or Heart Pirates.
Oh shit, yeah.
Oh, wait, no, I can't do that. You're right. It's 5 or less.
Right.
Whatever, we'll still say I played it. We'll just... He's just still rested. Well, that's unfortunate. I just thought it was a Supernova type.
So you're definitely switching him out.
Yep, 100%. We'll just play another beige, and you can go.
Got you. And thank you, Red Gamer. Right. I was trying to remember. I'm like, I don't remember that Law being that good. But
yeah.
Thanks for the input, everyone.
So we'll see. There's definitely not perfect play here.
That's okay. Like these longer games, honestly, they're such mind fucks. Let's just put it that way. Especially when you're playing 2 grindy decks, it's like it's too much mental arithmetic. But yeah, thanks guys for making those suggestions. Honestly, I don't use the 2k Garp going into the next set strictly because I'm switching to Khalifa. I think Khalifa is a better card for Smoker, specifically because you get the level reduction, not even the card quality with her ability. I just like the level reduction. But we're switching out Garp for her. She's another rare from OPO3, but you can still get the 2k Garps. I think they're fine. I actually use Tashigi from the starter, Suru, and Khalifa because Smoker wants all the level reduction. But if you're on a different blacklist, I think that the 2k Garp is probably still good. But you can tell me, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, Mikey.
No, they're all reasonable. Like most of them are just 2Ks, like so it's just kind of which one do you think is more situational. Like I run the Garps, but like it's not like I'm ever playing them. They say 2K on the side. It's the way that I see it. Subaru to me is the one that you definitely need to play because that one actually has applications.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah, Subaru is great. Oh, geez, this is such a weird turn. I think that I don't really want to play anything from my hand. I kind of like everything where it is. Sure. We'll put 3 on this Pacifista. You don't have any Dawn up, do you? Or you do have Dawn up, don't you?
3 Dawn.
3 Dawn. Okay, well, I don't want to get punked, so we're just going to go ahead. We'll swing with the blocker, Fista. It's going to come 8 at, obviously, Kid, because I have to.
Counter 2.
Counter 2. Cool. All right, let's go ahead and Dawn up the Centauro here. She actually needs 4 Dawn. Ooh, is that a lie? Am I going to Dawn her up? Hold up. I mean, I still want to do the thing. I know that much. Ooh, that's rough. That's smarts. That's smarts. Sure. 1, 2. I'm sorry. It's like, it's not, it doesn't work that way, but we do want to put 2 Dawn on her. No, we do. Oh, shoot, her ability. That's so true. So weird. This is actually my first, I've played a few times on Sim with Centauro, but the way her effect works, you need a Dawn and then use 2. So like her ability right now is not exactly what I'm into. I kind of need to go through your hand. So genuinely, I need some card quality or top deck manipulation. I just don't have it. Sure, we can get punked. I'll go ahead and swing at your Kid again with Drekel.
Counter 2.
Sounds appropriate. So if I did want to swing here, I need to Dawn her up 4 times and then use the ability, which is 2, which leaves me with 1. Just fine, but not great. I think that I would rather, though, just Dawn her and use her ability. Sure. So, I'll Dawn up Centauro, and I'll just use her effect here to go through my deck. I'm sorry, you guys have been looking at Mikey's board there. We're going to find a Pacifista. We're going to put it right over there. Another blocker Fista. All the blocks. All the blocks, all the time. And I'm good, I think, with that, honestly. I do need to pressure you some more, but 8 is really hard to swing up to, I'm not gonna lie. Honestly, think with that, though, I gotta wait.
Okay, am I up?
Yeah. What would you say is the most cost-effective way to get into the game? Well, just don't buy the alt leader cards. I could say that much. That's really where most of your money will go if you're like blinging out decks. Like Dawn, alt leader, and then obviously the alt or parallel, whatever you want to call them, cards from the set that just replace some of your characters.
Yeah,
but
the base stuff is cheap as long as you don't go after the AAs and everything. Like, if you want like the cheapest deck, probably green is, I would say, is like the cheapest.
Yeah, by and large, yeah. The blocker laws you're rolling with are a little expensive. They're like $15, I think, on average.
Yeah, but that's it. It's better than the Zoros, I guess, because the Zoros are like 25, 30. But like, you can build a meta deck in this game for $150 or less, which I think is very cheap compared to other card games like that. It's on the low end. Sure.
100%, as it stands now. So Matthias, I would say maybe get into green. Like you can build a similar Kid list or Kinemon. It's very easy to jump into. A lot of that deck is super cheap.
Let's go 9 at you.
9 to face here. Sure. Okay. I'll go ahead and drop this Alvita. So it goes up to 7, and then I'll play a Love Love Mellow, and then we'll drop as we have 3 or less here. Draw.
Here's 7 at you.
A healthy 7 to lead. Huh. And you still have 2, 4, 6, 8 Dawn up? Jeez Louise. Yeah, that's a lot. That is a lot, sir. I'll take this one.
Okay. And then here's a 9 at lead.
9 at lead, and you're holding up, let's see here, you've got 4 represented.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I actually just top deck this. We're going to do the Alvita into another Love Love Mellow.
Okay.
And that puts me again at 3, so I'll draw up.
Mm-hmm. I'll activate leader effect, pitch an 8 drop from my hand. Here's another 9 at you.
Got you. This one is going to get blocked by a Pacifista.
Sure. Alright, here you go.
Whew. Dude, my brain is melting. In a good way. In a good way, I think. Cards in hand, Mikey.
4.
Cool. And what did you pitch to the effect there? I'm sorry.
A different 8 drop kid.
Okay. Gotcha. Alright, should probably draw. Alright. We probably just want to throw stuff at you. That's probably a good idea. And we need to get over 3 blockers and this kid, huh? Okay. I just buy 2 boxes, sell the ults, and use the money to get the whole set. Yeah, Red Gamer's got the right idea. Honestly, buying boxes in this game, like if you can buy them between 100 to 150, right? Which is where they should be. And normally you'll get what you need to trade in, like the kind of trade fodder to supply the rest of your decks. But honestly, I got enough by way of bulk that I was able to finish out a lot of decks that way. So that's not a bad idea at all. And how much Dawn are you holding up? You did the thing, right? So you've got 1 Dawn? Okay. Okay, I think it's safe to just go in then. I'll just go swing the Dracul Mihawk to get that going.
Paradise Waterfall, a restand my law.
Got you, Paradise Waterfall. $100 no higher, says Red Gamer. Yeah, I was not so lucky. I think I spent 120 and 130 during pre-release because everyone pumped the prices on that date. I don't know if that's sort of the same story for you, Mikey, but that's what happened to me, so.
Yeah, I was able to get in on things a little bit earlier, so I was able to get stuff really cheap.
Mm-hmm. Let's go ahead. Man, we've got a lot to contend with still. Yeah, let's put this one down. I'll threaten some blockers here. Okay, we'll look at the top 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we'll put that right up in my hand. We want that. But we'll play this. Draw that. Cool. Am I actually gonna play that card? Because we need to do, let's see here, we need to do 1, 2, 3 just to get over you. Right. 1, 2. To use the, sorry, just 1 to use the ability. Sure. We'll go up to 8 here. Again, we're gonna swing at the kid.
Yep.
Got you. And then on the swing, we'll use the ability, obviously. I'm going to reveal Boa Hancock. Sadly, she will come into play tapped, and she does need to remove something. It's very odd in the situation. I feel like I can probably... I know it seems odd to do this, but I'll let the Mihawk go. Probably should have swung with Mihawk first, but that's okay. Let's go 1, 2, 3... Right. Let's get sent up to 8.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll swing sent tomorrow.
I'll block with a beige.
Cool. I think with that, we're going to have to pass. Oh, actually, I'm sorry. I guess we can Dawn her up, but she doesn't do shit. Yeah, we'll pass.
How many cards are in your hand?
Currently, I have 4.
4 cards, and you have 1 blocker up?
Just the 1.
Okay. Start with 9.
9 to face. Oof, that is a lot coming at me. Cards in hand, Mikey?
4.
4 cards in hand. Right. So if I just eat this, I'm going to have to do a lot to not die. The problem with Love Love Leam is the extra card messes up the math when manipulating. Yes, 100%. What is the best resource for competitive decks? Us. I guess, sir. I don't know. Mikey, you've got a direction you can steer him. I think I'm probably going to take this.
Just
but
looking at, like, Yida Yadam on YouTube is pretty good. He does a lot of tournaments. There's not really, like, one, like, website or anything. Like, Nakama Decks has lists, but for the most part, you just kind of got to look around on YouTube and Twitter and see what people are posting.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's also OnePieceTopDecks.com. That literally just pulls from tournaments.
I hate to do it. I feel like something bad can happen here if I take this, but we'll just take it.
Okay.
I just don't, well, we'll see what happens.
7 at you.
All right, 7 to lead. This means I need to ditch 2. I think we've got that. Let's see here. Yeah, we'll drop a Bart and a Bentham.
How many cards are left in your hand now?
Just the 3.
3. Alright, let's see if I get God again. 10 at you.
10 to me. Oof. Yeah, we're going to have to use the Pacifista on this one.
Okay. After that, your go. Yeah, your go.
All right. With 3 Dawn open.
Yep.
Okay. Well. 1, 2, 3, 4. Not being able to swing that with that Mihawk might have been my demise. We'll see. Would have been some good card quality. Oh, this is weird. Oh, this top deck didn't help me at all. Yeah, that 8 drop is such a pain in the ass. Okay. Easily one of the better cards in the list, for sure. For sure. Alright, let's just start with the obvious thing, I suppose. You've got 3 Dawn up, so you have a Punk Gibson potentially. We probably just want to get this out of the way with Boa. We'll do 1, 2, 3. That puts her right at 8. Right squarely at 8. Let's start by swinging the Boa at your kid.
We'll Punk, rest the Sentamaru.
Right. Cool. And I'll draw a card. Again, less than 5.
Yep, that's fine.
Interesting. With that, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Dawn remaining. We'll go ahead and swing the Mihawk at that kid now. Same kid.
Or a block with Killer.
Okay. And cards in hand, Mikey?
3.
3 cards in hand. So we need to push life on him. This is that golden opportunity. We shouldn't want to waste it, but we got to get through a lot of cards in hand to make this work, and I don't think it's gonna work. So what we could do instead... you might have me here, Mikey. We'll see. I think I need to do this, though. We'll play... We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll play that blocker Doffy out. Look at the top 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Interesting. We'll want to play that. We'll want to draw that. Never going to want to see that. Play that. Right, okay, that's the order. It is if there's another turn after this. We'll soon find out. Now, this could be that. Let me look at your board one more time before I finish this off. You have virtual. You technically have 4 attacks on me. Oh my god. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a lot of attacks. Yeah. Okay. I gotta look at my grave again. 1, 2, 3. Recover. All right. Okay. I think it's best that we just this is so weird. Sure. Sent. It's either I get my own blocker or I don't. I just need this right in your damn hand. I don't want to think too much harder. So we'll go 1, 2, 3. Okay. We'll go ahead and swing. We'll use Doffy's effect. This is going at the 8 drop.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll reveal off the top a Gecko Moria. Gecko Moria is going to replace, as strange as it sounds, I think it needs to replace Boa in case he has any more blockers for me and he doesn't win. Right, or Scent, honestly. Let's go with Scent instead. I think we're done with her at this point.
Okay.
Right, and she is gonna, yeah, I'm gonna pass to you, but I do want to reveal that I am taking a Drekul Mihawk from my grave.
Yep. Alright. Let's just see if this works, because now I'm dead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here's 12 at you.
Alright, 12 to face. 6, 8. Obviously I have to block with my Don Quixote Doflamingo, so he'll die.
Mm-hmm. 6.
Oh, I'll take what's on top.
Pitch an 8-drop kid, another 12.
12k.
Mm-hmm.
That's 2. That's 4. That's 6. That's 8. So we go to 13.
Alright, yeah, and then you win.
Yeah, I need to swing with I need to swing with everything. But yeah, damn. There was no way to keep the 8-drop kid alive, is what you're saying? Obviously, that would have been the best.
My hand was 2 8-drop kids and a 5-cost.
Oh my god!
I saw all 4 of the 8-drop kids that game.
Dude, my struggle was whether I should have just gone with another blocker or just threatened your hand. And I'm like, man, you've got 3 cards in hand. I don't know how many 2Ks or 1Ks you're running. I was really fortunate that that's what you were stuck with, dude. It's like I had Mihawk from a turn before, and then I was just holding a bunch of 2Ks. Like there was no sense in playing Mihawk at this point. And I top decked her. She was the last card in my life there, Verona.
Yeah, I just got super flooded on the 8-cost kids. It happened.
Damn. All right, so it was a little bit quicker game, I think. But here, we can just chat while we shuffle up. GG says Red Gamer. Yes, so it's best of 3, but Mikey, if you want to throw down, we can throw down again. I might even switch decks or play the same deck if you just want to fight Doffy again. Let me know.
I can do one more, but yeah, I would want to switch decks. I would want something a little bit faster.
Yeah, let's switch it. So yeah, guys, hopefully you're enjoying the games. Doffy's pretty cool. I just want to talk a little bit on the deck, and maybe we can revisit our decks, Mikey, after the 3rd match and just sort of do a deck breakdown for everyone, and maybe we can further discuss like where Kid is going for you, where Doffy's going for me. Still want to put that in for you guys, that deck profile at the end. But I'll switch to Luffy. I feel like Luffy did not get a fair shake our last go around, and I want to play him again. Thank you both for the game. Zwig and King, you're welcome. Stay tuned if you want to watch Luffy versus Mikey. What are you switching to?
Do you want me to play Ivankov or Smoker?
Ooh. I want you to play Smoker, and I'll switch to my Smoker. Wait, no, my Smoker's not good right now. I definitely want the stuff from set 3. It's good. It's not bad. I'll play Luffy though. And honestly, play what you want, whatever your heart desires, sir. Yeah, so my Smoker list, like I mentioned last week, guys, when I played it, it's fine. It's doing the thing, but I gotta say its top end isn't as good until we get to next set. Isho and Brand New open up that list quite a bit. That's practically the only thing that changes, but it makes it so much more consistent. Right now, it's fine. It has all the 2k power it needs. We do add... No, we don't add any events. It's pretty much... Other than that, it's just more consistent, which is all it really needed. Because if you don't hit the right cards, then you're sort of just... right? Where Perona can be very... Sorry, I said Perona. Where Doffy can be very consistent because it has cards like Perona. It has cards like the 2 Doflamingos that are just grossly effective at, managing your turns. Black does not have any of that. So it kind of struggles in that sense. Luffy kind of gets by all right because he has Nami's going for him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But yeah, just like last week, I got Owen 2'd from our guest, and we just played a third game. But let's switch up decks for a little bit of fun. This is Luffy. I played this last time. Mikey and I played together, and you're on a build of Smoker, it seems.
I am 2, 3, 4, 5. Gotta keep this one.
Yeah.
Need a reroll.
Oh yeah. 2 dice. Hi.
Yep.
I got a 6.
Yeah, 6. That's a 2 and a 3. All right, you get to choose.
Whoa. I will go first, sir, which is actually probably good for you, but I still want to go first. Yeah, again, another hyper-organized list. I was sort of going through this. So far as my decks are concerned, the decks that you guys will likely see me play on this channel, right now, Luffy's going to stay the same going into OPO3. There's nothing that's added to the package that is necessary, sadly. Yeah, I don't think I switch a thing out. There isn't a better 2K. Like, Red's been really strong since the start, and it has, like, it's already the kind of the complete package. It just gets incrementally better every set. I would say Black gets the most improvements from the next set, and that's what I'm most excited for. But yeah, Luffy's going to stay the same. My Smoker changes quite a bit. The Magellan list I'm playing changes a lot. And then Doffy doesn't change really at all either. You just switch out Kaya for Bentham, and it's better. You just draw 2, discard 2. So I think that's what it does, Kaya. Draw 2, discard 2.
Yeah.
And like more or less the same thing as the Dreco Mihawk on the swing. So again, more card quality. It's just grossly effective. But yeah, how are you updating your list? And it sounds like you're gonna play the Yamato that's coming out.
Yeah. So I want to play Yamato in yellow. I want to try out Ace. It's the very event-centric red deck.
Mm-hmm.
As for Smoker, definitely Yisho. Like that's like the best card to come out of the new set for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, there's also the new blocker that's in black that can't be KO'd by effects.
Ooh.
That's pretty good. I
Yeah,
forgot it's in...
The CP9 blocker, I think it's a 3 for 4 or 2 for 3. But yeah, I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah, that I'm excited for because that's just like really, that's a lot better than it sounds. Like it doesn't sound that impressive, but the card's pretty good. Yeah, I don't know. I need to do a lot of tinkering with black and see. I also want to revisit Z, and I think set 4 getting some of the new black cards really helps that out a lot because like a show is really good obviously with the black cards, but it also helps with all the kings and stuff. So it's like if you have a show out and then you do 7 drop king, you can kill 2 of almost anything, which is pretty sick. So
yeah.
Definitely, I haven't put a ton of thought into it. I've been really just focusing on the regionals I'm competing in for this set. The end of June, I'll definitely be ready to brew and rock and roll and all the other stuff.
How many regionals are you participating in this year?
I did one in Texas last month. I'm doing Columbus next month. Those are the only 2 on the docket right now, but they're constantly releasing more, so it's what I can get into.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get myself into any, man. Let me know, please.
Yeah,
I'd love to play.
it's hard. Like, it's honestly hard to get a spot. They sell it so fast.
Yeah,
But there's
and
one near you. I would suggest just showing up because Texas, like, it sold out the 1,000 tickets.
right.
But they only fired with like 850-ish. And a bunch of people got in off waitlist. A bunch of people were telling me that they never even sign up online. They just show up to the event and they always get a spot.
Oh, really? So you're saying like if you're at the door, they'll put you on a list, and then provided they don't get everyone, you can take it? That's sick.
Yep. Yeah, so if you're near one that's like, close by, I would just show up and see what happens. Because there was multiple people at the event in Texas that told me I never mess with online. I just walk in and see what happens. And I'm like, damn, that's pretty baller.
I'm gonna start us off, Mikey. Is that okay?
Yeah, Nami.
Yeah.
Fun.
Look at the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, she's pretty effective, I gotta say. And what do we want to put in our hand against you? Ooh, that's a good question. You got some fun stuff. We got some fun stuff here. I'll take a jet pistol. Why not?
Okay.
And we'll put the Arrested Dawn on Nami to show superiority and pass. It's essential.
Draw, I'll play a Don Quixote Rosasante. And you go.
Nice. Oh, Fukuro. Thank you, guys. Fukuro, says Wigan King. Right, that one's really good. Honestly, I really like the event-centric Buggy as well. I think that he's maybe a little underrated. But I feel like he'll see a lot of play going to the future. If you're asking me, like, if there's a play set you should buy from OPO3, I think you should definitely get a play set of that Buggy. I think he's going to be really good moving forward. But he's good. I feel like he's probably only seen in Ace right now. But again, I don't know how many events you would want to have. Maybe 16, and he'd be very effective. Forget the ratio. There's a ratio to this game. Okay, so you got a blocker. Well, I'm just gonna give you stuff to kill, I guess. It's a 2K, sure. Right. Sure. I'll play your game. I'll play Nico Robin. I'll attach this Dawn to Luffy. I'll swing to lead.
Yep. So you have a Robin. We're just gonna block.
Cool. Interesting. All right, I will pass. The 1C Event Searcher Buggy is top tier. It's used in Ace and Zoro in OPO3. I did not know that, Chris. I haven't tracked what people are actually running overseas, but that's interesting to know. I'm assuming you're reducing Nami.
Yep. So we'll swing 7 at lead.
I will take it.
And then I would like to Great Eruption, targeting your Robin. Draw a card.
Sure. So she's -2 now.
And then we will Meteor Volcano, Robin.
Sounds good.
And your go.
Cards in hand, Mikey?
5.
5 cards. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We've got 5 mana. Let's go ahead and just swing Luffy at you for 5.
I'll take it.
He takes it, people. He'll take it. Let's go ahead and play Rush Luffy.
Sure.
Go ahead and attach a Dawn to Mr. Luffy over here. I'll swing 7 at lead.
I'll take it.
And with that, I pass, good sir.
Fun. Alright, draw. 5 at lead.
5 at lead.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I will pitch a Nami.
Okay. Sakazuki.
Sakazooks.
I will pitch a Kobe to hit your Luffy.
Sounds like a plan.
And your go.
Oof. It hurts. It hurts. Interesting draws, I gotta say. Not good ones.
But interesting.
Interesting for sure, to say the least. Sure. Yeah, we don't like this at all. Cards in hand, Mikey.
6.
Six cards, he says. I'll swing 5 to lead.
Can take it.
Okay.
We'll trigger this. Discard a card from your hand.
To make me scrap one? Sure. Yeah, what are we gonna trash? Let's go ahead and trash. This feels weird. No, we don't need this as much as we need this, do we? I don't know. I don't know with you. Borsalino's a house. I feel like I'm going to see Borsalino and I've got nothing for it. We'll get rid of the jet pistol we revealed earlier. Seems fine.
Okay.
All right, I'll play Zoro.
Yep.
I will add a Arrested Dawn to Nami. I'll attach 2 more Dawn to Nami. I will swing Nami.
For 5? Is that?
That's 5.
I'll counter.
Counter. We're going to swing Zoro at lead.
We'll counter that too.
Okay. And with that, I will pass.
Cool.
You have a Sakazooks.
I do. First though, we're gonna play a Kuzan. Draw a card.
Coozing for a bruising over here, this guy.
We'll swing 5 at Zoro.
5 at Zoro. Well, the question is, do we want to keep Zoro? Maybe not that much. I think we could probably let him go. Nah, this sucks, man. I want to show you my draws because it's been a wild ride over here. I think that we need to make you work a little bit harder. I'll use Red Hawk. Kill nothing.
Okay. 7 at Zoro.
That will happen.
And then here's a Borsalino.
Yeah. All right. Exactly what I didn't want to see. Oh, hey. Whoop. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, draw for turn. Cool. What I don't need. Okay, this is a new gate. This is a Luffy swinging for 8 at lead. Oh, actually, cards in hand.
I have 4 cards in hand.
Lead, sure.
8 at lead. I'll just block.
Sounds good. And while I'm over on your screen, I'll pass.
Okay.
For those asking, this is a great site that holds overseas in US meta decks. I guess it won't let you share in the live commentary, Chris, but definitely share it once the comment section opens up after the video.
I'll swing 5 at you. I know it doesn't do damage, but we'll minus the new gate.
Sure.
Here's a 10-drop Kuzan killing new gate.
Sure.
And then we'll swing 7 at you.
7 of face. I will... not take it. It's a Vista.
Okay. Here you go.
I mean, I don't think the Vista is going to be of much use from here on out, but we'll see. Dawn. All right, that's a new gate.
The second one? Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah, I want to keep him around. I do like him. He's kind of cool. Yeah, we'll attach Arrested Dawn to Luffy. That is going to be 8 at your Kuzan, the 4 CMC one.
That Kuzan. Okay, yep, he will die.
All right, and with that, I'll pass.
Okay. Well. Another 10-drop Kuzan will kill Newgate.
Oh yeah, that will.
And then
Very fortunate curve too.
Yeah. I have 2 cards.
Yeah.
Swing 7.
All right, 7 against my 7. I'll take it.
Okay. At least got 3. We'll swing 10.
Right. I'll take it.
All right, here we go.
Meow, 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 meow. Okay, well, I am drawing horribly, but we'll persist. Cards in hand, Mikey?
4.
4 cards, he says. Sure. Let's do a Nami. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sure, we need this. I think we need this. All right, let me just do some mental math here.
Newgate number 3.
No, this is not the time for Newgate. They need to stick. They need to stick to be effective. I gotta say. Sure. I think this is the final turn, so let's make it a good one. We're gonna take that.
What are you taking? Okay, Zora.
And Mikey, you're all tapped out, right?
Yep, I dropped a second 10-drop.
Okay. We'll put a Rush Zoro down.
Yep.
We'll put a Rush Zoro down.
Okay.
We'll dawn up Rested Dawn. This is the Nami that's been there. Rested Dawn. 2 more Dawn.
Yeah.
All right. And let's go. Nami's gonna swing first to lead.
For 5, we'll counter 1.
Sure. Zoro, lead.
We'll counter 2.
Zoro, lead.
I'll take this.
Luffy, lead.
Yep, and we'll take Luffy.
Okay, pass to you.
Cool.
Hey, Croc.
Swing 9 at you.
9 to face.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I just hate my top decks. Like, oh my god.
10.
10, you say. If this is the other one, Jesus. Okay, yeah.
14.
All right, here's what I got. I got pistols, the other Newgate, Diablo Jam. I've got 1 Rad Beam.
Oof.
Oh my god, that was horrible. Yo, the top deck 2 Kuzan's pretty legit. Or did you start with 1?
I drew into both of those.
Okay. Yeah, I saw you flip the 1. That was rough. Yeah, genuinely, you Newgate, you need Newgate for the crackback. You want that? That's a thing. If you can't get one to stick, like 2 Kuzans in a row is the dream, but it doesn't really happen often. But it did just there. Thing is, it's, again, without like any sort of relevant searcher for it, it's just not going to happen often. But like when it does, it's so good. It's so good.
Mm-hmm.
Am I wrong, or that seems?
Yeah.
That's, again,
yeah,
like
it's...
right, like the probability of it is low. But same thing for my Newgates. But like I was just hitting them off the top, dude. I didn't start with any Newgates. I just kept hitting them. Which, hey, when it happens, it happens. But I'll say that Kuzan is the better card to just keep on doubling down on because it's just grossly effective, particularly with Smoker, right? Like, I love Smoker's ability paired with Newgate, or not Newgate, rather. I'm sorry, Kuzan, because everything will be 0.
Which is awesome.
Yeah, yeah. But why don't we break down, and I'll let you start. Why don't we break down our original decks? So thanks, Croc, for joining. Thanks, Croc, for joining just now. Get to watch me lose. But we were playing, I did 2-0 with Doffy earlier against the kid, but I want to see the deck composition.
Yeah, give me 1 sec.
But gotta go see you next time. Red Gamer, thanks for joining, and I'll see you next time too. Matthias says, what do you think of OPTG Sim for streaming? Just found out about it and it looks interesting. I think it's fine. I really prefer playing with my cards. If you want to stream though using OPTG Sim, I think that's totally fair. But I don't know, Mikey, how do you feel? Like, you know, I'm collecting the cards, I own the cards, and I have a setup for it. So provided my guest does too, it's just better.
I always just prefer having the cards in my hand.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a card game, that's what I want. But like the sim is fine though. It's like very good, especially for something that was just fan made.
I mean, honestly, I'd love an official digital version of this game to come out because I love playing the sim. I cannot get the mobile variant of the sim to work, so I'm usually just playing on my laptop. But if I could get the mobile version to work, I would be playing it all the time, dude. I absolutely love it. Oof, rough times. But good job with the Smoker, dude.
Came back. Okay.
But no, I like it. I would say that I prefer the sim just for practice. And it's a really clean UI, though. I think they did a fantastic job of it. It's actually just one person. Am I wrong?
That I don't know.
Right? He might have some people working with him. It might be an actual team, but yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty darn good.
Yeah, so for deck composition, so the whole point of this deck, as you saw in our games, it fortunately to victory, but it's get to 8-drop kid, have a bunch of blockers, and just coast on this, and make so that they can never hit you, and you just start laying on pressure with your leader's double swings. So on the low end, we have 4 beige, 4 Bonnie, the card Patrick hated so much that he kept killing it.
That's true of everyone, sir. Everyone will kill Bonnie if they see her.
You're not wrong, but I will still complain about it. So low end, we have a bunch of blockers. Bonnie helps us find any Supernova card, and basically the entire deck is Supernova minus like 6 of my 2Ks, I believe, but it finds pretty much the whole deck, so it'll never whiff, and it just helps you find whatever piece you need, whether it's another blocker, helps you find your 8-cost kids, your bouncy laws, all that good stuff. But yeah, pretty standard. Moving up, something that I'm teching right now is 2 Killer. This is mostly for the Law and Zoro matchups, which are going to be kind of hard just because they put so much pressure on you early. You sometimes don't even get the chance to get to 8-cost kid. So this is there for helping deal with those lower to the ground decks where I can just kind of keep their board in check, and then I get to buy time as I get to my win condition, which is 8-cost kid and coasting on that.
You said you're just teching the Killer right now? Like you don't know if that's permanent?
Yeah, like I think it's really good for those 2 matchups, but I'm not sure if I need to go up on them or if I should take them out because whatever. Right now, this is just like a testing card. It's been testing extremely well, but like you saw, like against you, like the card's kind of blank.
Yeah.
It doesn't really do much, but it's really good against Zoro and Law. So if you expect to see those at an event, like this is something that would be good to play.
Right, it does hit the 3 blocker Doffy though, who can be hard to kill, right? Like level 3.
Yeah, it can hit them, but it only really works if you flip into it off your leader effect.
Right.
For the most part, if you're playing that card, it stays up straight and then blocks something.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Sorry, they need to be arrested. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's really good against Law and really good against Zoro, but it's kind of blank in a lot of the other matchups. But it's been testing pretty well so far, and red is a really popular color. Some more blockers. It has other text on it, but the important part is that it reads blocker. I do not run penguins in here, which lets you cheat out.
Does that get replaced? Does that get replaced in the next set? I'm sorry, the that blocker you just showed.
Possibly. I would need to see if there's other
relevant
blockers that are better, or if there's something with Supernova, because this isn't a Supernova, unfortunately. But
Right.
So we'll see. And then this card's great. This is the X-Drake, which is actually from the starter deck. A lot of people have kind of missed this card, myself included, until recently, but I've been seeing it pop up in a lot of lists. And it has a Dawn on it, and it's rested. All your Supernova or Navy characters get plus a K, and this includes your leader. So if you put one Dawn on this, have it attacking, it becomes a 7K, and now your kid has 6K, and if you do double swing, it's 6 twice. Plus, like I said, pretty much the whole deck is Supernovas. So it's basically the Zoro effect on a character, so it's just really good. Helps you pump up your board and helps you just get in for more lethal damage, especially if you're able to protect the kit for a little bit.
Almost like a micro dick, will you? A micro Moby
Pretty
Dick.
much.
Yeah.
Pretty much. We're doing our best out here. Then I run 10 2Ks. Not too much to say here. They're pretty much all in the deck just because they're a 2K, especially Carrot and these Apu Scratchmen. Ezo sometimes has some utility resting down blockers or something that you want to kill, but for the most part, it's just in hand as a 2K.
Yeah, I was expecting the Ezo to tap down my blockers there. I don't think you ever hit it.
No, that last game I was a super flooded on my top end, unfortunately. And then for 5s, I'm running 4 Restand Law, 4 of the Bouncy Law. This card's great. Being able to have a Bonnie in play, activate it, then play this, put the Bonnie back in hand, and then either restand the Bonnie or drop like one of my blockers. It's been great. Very, very pleased with this card. I know a lot of people stopped running it, but it's starting to come back in a lot of kid lists, and it's something that I would never cut. Restand Law, this was a thought experiment. I thought it'd be good for going really aggressive, but it's just hasn't been performing. I think this will either be Hawkins 7-cost kid or maybe like 2-2 or 3-1. I'm not sure yet. I need to play around with it, but this card's definitely coming out. It has been underperforming, but I wanted to try it. It's really good in Law, but when you're paying 5 Dawn for it instead of 2 like you are in Law, not as strong. But was able to get a lot of reps in with it, and I'm excited to throw in Hawkins or the 7-cost kid. I think it'll be a lot stronger in the long run. And then mainstay of the deck, we have 4 8-cost kid. It's the best card in the deck. You want to see it every game, and it can just completely turn a game around if you're able to keep it alive. And then to help keep it alive, I run 4 Punk Gibson and currently 3 Paradise Waterfall as my events. Paradise Waterfall is pumps for 2K, and I can restand something. Punk Gibson pumps for 4, and I can rest a 4 or less on my opponent's side. Punk's definitely the better one out of Paradise, but Paradise is still nice, especially if you just played your kid. So it's 8 Dawn to play it. You put 1 Dawn on it and rest it so that they have to swing into it. It's nice that you can play Paradise still after doing all that, but I think this is something else that'll get changed. I'll probably go down to 2 of these and up a blocker, namely the Sachi, the 3-cost blocker. So I think that's a 1-for-1 I'll do. I've only had this deck together about a week, and at the beginning of the video I told Pat, me and 2 friends who've been going to regionals together, we have 3 different versions of Kid we're trying out, and this is the one that I decided to try out first, and we're going to compare notes probably this weekend and figure out what cards are working, what cards aren't, and then come together and try to figure out a cohesive list that we'll probably end up bringing to a tournament. But yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm excited to see you take it there. You were saying you're hoping with the 2Ks, are you looking to replace any of those 2Ks for any newer 2Ks that have better utilities attached to them?
I would need to just look at set 3. I just haven't been looking ahead that much. Like, I know Yellow's coming out, but I can't really tell you at the moment.
Right. No, I don't blame you.
Yeah, if anything, if there's a new Supernova one, that would be awesome because then it's searchable. Or if they actually have text, because Carrot literally has no text. For the people who don't know, this is a 5-cost 5K, and it turns set 1 Dawn as active. Yeah, never playing that.
Right. Maybe when green purple becomes a thing and you're adding all that rested Dawn, you can unrest it. I don't know.
Maybe. Yeah, but that's set 4. So we'll see. Overall, I think this deck will stay very good going into OPO3. Definitely to see you make some changes. Like I said, this Law I'm very excited to take out. It's just been pretty useless every time I've seen it, but it's been cool. I haven't played much green. It's just, I think with how the meta's going, this is a really strong deck, and it's really good to bring to a tournament. So been trying to practice. Worst case scenario, I just run it back with Ivankov, which is my personal favorite deck, and we see how it goes.
Nice. Yeah, I liked it. It was fun seeing it operate. Like, that's definitely how you want to pilot mid to late game, though, guys. You just want to drop that 8-cost kid and keep it around because it is a pain. It is such a pain to hurdle over. And you really only need the one. Like, you saw Mikey was discarding the other ones that his hands were flooded with to get the double attack. It's never a bad thing when you get flooded with, well, unless you get too many no K counters. But yeah, and like in that last situation where it had to die. But so far as Doffy is concerned, again, I would say, I mentioned this off the bat, but like those promotional Jinbeis, they're coming down in price, but I would still say that they're not worth $70 to run in this deck, and I don't think it necessarily needs it. I think that they're good against a very particular meta, and that meta is red. So obviously, including Jinbeis would be great. If you can't afford them, though, I don't think that should steer you away from playing this deck. I think the 1-to-1 here, I know it may seem odd, but the 1-to-1 is probably going to be Gecko Moria. It's not quite the same thing, but Gecko helps you in a grindier game just get back counter power or a blocker. And in most situations, that set blocker will also effectively let you manipulate the top of your deck. But also don't forget that it recovers Thriller Bark Pirates. So if you happen to have a Perona in your grave, you can also just pull her back and get more top deck manipulation that way, if that's what you're needing. But the setup, again, this is new. It has not been this way. This is the first time I've played it in paper, built this way. Again, I'd been waiting on these Pacifistas, but I've played with different ratios. I've played with 8 Pacifista. I've played with just 4 Pacifista. 6 seems to be the golden number, and I've reduced the amount of Centamarus and Bartholomew's down to 3 each. So it's 1-to-1 so far as Pacifistas are concerned. But the way you're able to manipulate the top of the deck with cards like Don Quixote, Doflamingo, and Perona, you're almost always going to have those setups, right? Whether it's Bart dying and you playing one or Centimaro just digging it from the deck. It's a very easy package to play, and in my opinion, just stick with the blockers, just play the blockers. Particularly when they come off the top, or from the deck rather, from Centimaro, you're dictating what dies in most situations, unless green has a tap down for you or red kills it. It's a good way to set up for, crackback. But I like this setup a lot. I think it's effective. I can't say I want to opt any of that out quite yet. Also, fun fact, Bartholomew can be played off the top with Flamingo's ability. So that's just a bonus to the whole strategy. He works fantastically with it. All of our blockers are virtual attackers. You saw me swing with Boa Hancock. For the most part, you just want to get draw from her. So whether you're expecting some retaliation or you can get the draw attack. Always play Boa. I know some people are maybe iffy on her. I feel like she's... Again, she's like one of the linchpins. Like, Love Beam is amazing, helps you keep a hand. Boa, amazing, if she sticks around, she helps you keep a hand. Dracul Mihawk's my only top end, and I only have 3 of them. Again, just like Centimaru and just like the Pacifista, like I'll find them when I want to find them. And I've been fortunate enough to find Mihawk. As a matter of fact, I saw 2 in that last game, and I just didn't need it. Perona is absolutely essential, and 1-drop Don Quixote is absolutely essential, because you want to not only have a good turn 1 play, like a good turn 1 start. If you're on the play or even off the play, you want either one of them, and having 8 makes sure that you are always consistent. But the second ability on this card, people always forget about. Like, when it comes to Zoro and Law predominantly, or a green list in general, honestly, with all the blockers, and Momo and Bonnie, and there's so many 1-drops, value 1-drops that you just want to, I say kill, you just want to remove. And this Doffy does that. So not only is it fixing for you, if you're, and I've had this happen, if like I'm second in turn order, I could still play this, and the next turn I can use Doffy's ability to top deck and swing with this, right, and hit one of their turn 1 plays, right? So those aggro lists that want to go first, it punishes them heavily. So I really love playing him. He's probably one of the best cards in the deck. Bentham gets switched out in the next set for Kaya, and we're going to switch the numbers around. We're going to go to 3 Alvida and 4 Kaya. Kaya's just a better 2K. But in this package, I'd only been running 8 2Ks. I've recently upped that number, and I can say that having 11 2Ks has been more effective. Initially, I was on some 7 draw. I've been in between some things. I've been on the 6 for 7 promo Trafalgar Law, which is really good against aggro. But at the rate you're putting out bodies in this deck and the rate you're pressuring people, sometimes they don't have 5 cards in hand, particularly Kid, honestly. So making sure that I always have a good playable card on the top end is more important, and or just bodies to help me, prolong the game. So 6 drop Law was removed, and 7 drop Doffy is just not doing enough in my opinion for this deck. 7 for 7k with no counter power and only puts it to hand. 7 drop to hand. Yes, that's a good tempo play, but I would rather add a 4th Mihawk and just cross my fingers than add that back in. I think that the deck wants to go wide. It's easily doing that. You could very easily have 5 characters every single turn and have to like kill characters off. And it got to that point for me. I usually don't like having to do that. But yeah, that's the build right now. Again, the only thing that gets switched out is Kaya here. And even if I did have the Jinbeis, I don't think I would swap out Gecko. I don't really know what I would want to switch out. Maybe remove some 2k power and have Jinbei, just because Jinbei is very good against, again, aggro list. He comes into play tapped. It's tempting you to hit him. He'll kill everything from a Rush Zoro down. Or I say kill. Again, you put it at the bottom of the deck, but it's effectively a kill in most games. Yeah, but that's Doffy. I don't know. Like, is this more or less how you run your list? Or I feel like you've migrated to Ivankov, but I know you played Doffy before.
I still have a Doffy list and I still upkeep it. It's a little different, but I mean, part of that is you just don't have the Jinbeis, which makes sense. Like, they're expensive.
Yeah.
I'm not on the Centamaru package. I'm just on the Bartholomew's and some Pacifistas.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, like, this is pretty much the same thing I'm doing. I think, yeah, it's more or less the same. There's a couple differences. I'm not on the 1-cost Doflamingo. I think the big thing is I'm on the 1-cost Doflamingo or the Centamaru package. That's about it. But most of all, like, a lot of the deck is core. Like, you need the 4 pros, the 4 Doffys, the 4 Geckos, Mihawk, Boa. Love, I love. That's like my favorite event of all time right now. I'm on 4 of those as well. That card's just been insane.
Mm-hmm.
Overall I think it's very similar, and it plays the same, right? Like, we're trying to go wide. The top end is the Mihawk, because it's awesome. Like, it just deals with so much stuff, and it's a big body.
Do you roll with 4 or 3?
Well, I'm on 4.
Okay. That's interesting. Yeah, I mean, I could see taking out a Bentham and adding another Mihawk. I know it's weird because you're adding, technically, I prefer to have under 12 cards that don't have counter power. And right now we're at 3, 7, 13, right? That's sort of my limit. I wouldn't really want to go much higher than that because I don't ever want to get flooded like I did with one game, but I was luckily to chance out of it that first game. I was holding a lot of Pacifistas, right? And I wasn't finding Bart, right? So, like, that can happen, and it sucks when they don't have counter power. But yeah, I think the composition's fine for now. I might tweak it just a little bit more moving forward, but again, with all the top deck manipulation, especially with having Perona and the Doffy, you're just going to get there. Or, you generally will. But at any rate, Mikey, thanks for joining me on this one. It was very fun playing with you.
Mm-hmm. It was a good time.
Yeah, more games in the future. I kind of want to make this a weekly thing. But guys, that's it for King of the Pirates. I will call it today. I was successfully the King of the Pirates, but who knows next week. But guys, thank you so much for joining me on this one. If you are a content creator and want to jump in and face me, well, let me know. You can leave a comment in the comment section below, or a tournament grinder, because I want to fight the best as I continue producing these streams. But again, Mikey, thanks for joining me on this one. Patrick Marlette, your local game guy. I'll see you on the next one. Yeah, and I don't know what I'm going to be playing. Maybe Magellan.